The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's November 9th, 5:29 right now. We're like 30 seconds early.
Do we get a raise for that too?
No.
Oh,
No. It's only 5:30.
man. Okay.
I know it's harsh times around here, inflation. No one's got money to throw around. Except for the person that won $2 billion in the lottery down in America.
Did they actually get a winner?
Yeah. They delayed it a little bit for security reasons, rightfully so. I don't think you can just throw a person randomly in the public and just say, hey, your neighbor's a billionaire now.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think they took some extra precautions, but it was sold in California, right outside of Los Angeles, kind of Pasadena area. Do you know anyone in there? Any cousins?
No cousins.
I think I might know someone.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you check their
Distant. We're all
socials?
related somehow, aren't we?
Now, maybe. Go friend request them. Let them know you're the long-lost cousin.
Yeah, like I'm pretty good at creeping, so I'm going to get to the bottom of this and just be like reaching up like, cousin, how are you? Yeah, long time no talk.
Make sure you ask them for some for me too, okay?
For sure. Yeah, love for everyone.
Okay, I know this happens every year around this time. The time change happens. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. But last night, I was sitting in my living room. It was the afternoon, just watching an episode of Gilmore Girls with my husband. And suddenly I looked over at him and he wasn't there. And he didn't get up and move.
What?
The afternoon turned into pitch black. I couldn't see him anymore.
Oh, even that's weird. It's
It was-
very weird.
Yeah, I looked at my clock. It was 4:59.
So you usually have like the window open and just natural sunlight coming in?
Yes.
Is that like what you're getting at here?
Yeah, and the episode started and it was still daylight and it was still sunny out. And before the episode ended, we were both sitting in the dark. And neither of us had thought we should turn on a safety light before we sat
A safety
down.
light?
It was just like, it was pitch black. Like, what was happening?
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. It's brighter in the morning though, isn't that nice?
It is
Like
nice. to look out
7:30,
the
we see
window.
some daylight.
I think I would rather it in the evening, Sean. And I don't want to be one of those people because I do love the time change. It's kind of fun to talk about it. But
Yeah.
maybe I am one of those. I'd rather it have the daylight at night.
You definitely are. I'm on the other side.
You want the daylight in the morning?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But then when you have your afternoon nap in the afternoon
Yeah.
and you wake up in the dark,
Yeah.
doesn't it just feel like nighttime and like you've missed an entire day?
No, because then it's just a better excuse to stay wrapped up in my blankets and stay in bed.
Dear me, you and this love affair with your bed.
Love is Blind Day. They just came out, dropped around midnight or so. Steph, did you watch the last batch from last week?
I did watch it. Did you?
Yeah. What was it? 3 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of boring, eh?
Yeah, not much happened. It was just kind of the couples going through the exact same problems all over again.
Yeah. I think only one couple is going to get married when it's all said and done. I haven't watched the new episodes, but I think it's going to be the Brennan and Alexa couple.
I think you could be right. If the other couples say yes to each other, I'll be very, very scared for their relationships. I do not think they'll last.
Yeah. I think those ones won't end well if they do say yes. Because we got one marriage we got one wedding last week, right? And that was Raven and SK.
Yes, and that did not result
Yeah, Raven
in
said
marriage.
yes, but SK said no.
Yeah, he was just kind of like, you know what, this isn't going to work. And it didn't look like it was going to work
Yeah.
anyway. He's going off to school in Berkeley,
Yeah.
California. She is not going to go with him.
Yeah.
And so they're going to start their marriage with a 2-year long distance.
Yeah, I think they weren't a great TV couple. Like if like you want something for the television and to provide content and stuff. I think they could have been a couple minus the long distance, minus the TV. I think they could have just been happily married if they met in real life and just like went through the dating process and stuff.
Yeah, exactly to your point. When their like segment came on and it was about 15 minutes of them sitting on a boat quietly talking to each other, I was like, why is this included in these episodes?
It's like they could see the camera in the peripherals and they're just like, well, I guess we better say something. Like the scene where she was like, bone apple teeth. She's like, get it? Bone apple teeth? It's like Bon Appetit. I was like, oh
dear.
goodness. I was like, this has to be because there's a camera there and you don't know what to do right now.
Totally. And then Zenab and Cole, they just annoy me. Like, I'm like, do not say yes. You don't like each other.
Yeah, I love Zenab. She's like my favorite of the season. I think she's like great. And Cole's just like, oh, there's hotter girls here. And it's the same with Bartiz too. They're just like, oh, there's hotter. It's like, leave. This is horrible.
Exactly. And I'm very nervous that these girls are going to get swept up and say yes to them at the altar when I'm like, they don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, don't do this to yourself.
Yeah, they like gaslight a little bit, and then they're just like, oh, but it's Love is Blind. I didn't see you. It's just the process we're going through. And it's just like, don't blame it on that.
Yeah,
You're just a bad human.
These people are bad humans.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of bad humans, Matt.
Oh,
and Colleen.
yeah.
Colleen
Yeah.
is sweet. Matt is crazy.
Yeah. Matt's just he got cheated on, and it still affects him, which is horrible. It's horrible, but now it's affecting future relationships.
Yeah, well, he's just not being nice to Colleen. She's crying her
Yeah.
eyes out, trying to be what he wants her to be, and he's still yelling at her. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, unacceptable.
Yeah.
Like, you've only known her for a month, and this is how you treat her? What's going to happen in 3 months, 3 years?
Yeah.
Not a marriage made in heaven, that's for sure.
Exactly. Anyway, minus 29 right now with the wind chill. Do you think you're watching all the episodes today after work?
You know I am.
Okay, see, talk about it tomorrow.
You know, you can't escape the talks of what's more expensive now than it used to be. And I mean, the answer is everything.
Yeah.
But I was thinking a little bit about like what used to be free but isn't anymore. And what came to mind was when I moved to Australia, my family came with me to drop me off, and I took every single one of their free second bags of luggage and like packed my entire life.
Oh, yeah.
So I had like 5 suitcases with me when I went. But nobody paid extra to bring them with them. It was just 2 bags of luggage on international flights came with your flight.
Yeah, that's so true. And now it's like you get a purse and then like a pillow.
You get a purse and a pillow and call it a day, and then
That's right.
pay $40-$30 depending on when you buy it.
Yeah.
Extra for 1 bag. And if you want to bring a second bag, well, it's double.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
You need to buy another seat for that, miss. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, the thing that comes to mind most recently, which is happening right now, is just like Twitter's being bought or has been bought by Elon Musk, and he changes the rules every day. He's like, to be verified costs money. To exist on Twitter now costs money. And in the past day, he was like, I might just make the whole thing a paid platform, so you have to pay to be on it type of thing. So who knows where he's going to go with it. But it's just like a free social media app like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Twitter, whatever it may be. If you start charging to just be on it, people are just going to move on to the next one.
Oh, yeah, that's
because there's so many free ones out
yeah,
there.
for sure. And then I was also thinking about a few years back when McDonald's, now they have their $1 medium coffee.
Yeah.
But before, it used to be free small coffees
Did
after
it?
Monopoly ended. Yeah, and it's not free anymore. Another thing that just
That must be
went
in my
by the
pre-coffee
wayside.
days. I just started drinking coffee not too long ago. So I didn't get to take in the free coffee days.
I'm sorry to alert you of that. Also, I used to have this great burrito restaurant in Toronto. It was called Burrito Boys. It's, like,
Stop
all
it.
over the
Don't
place.
even say free burritos.
Okay, not free burritos, but guacamole was free.
Oh, condiments on the side and
Yeah,
stuff.
you'd pay for your burrito at the beginning, and then when they would go through, they would say, do you want guacamole? And the answer is,
Yes.
of course, always yes after you've already paid, because they're not going to charge you extra for it. But last time I went,
Yep.
they charge for guacamole now.
Oh, 100%. Man, I was the most generous 16-year-old working at a fast food restaurant. I think I was supposed to be charging for things, but I was like, have extra. I don't care.
Let me fill this bag up with fries. Is this not Five Guys?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Aren't I the coolest drive-through guy that you know? Come on. Things that used to be free that just aren't anymore. 780-791-1037. You can text in and join the conversation. We had one homie, one person, one anonymous text in through the line here and said, air at gas stations. It's an absolute crime that you have to plug in the loonies nowadays.
I absolutely agree. And my biggest gripe about that is that it costs a loony and they
Yeah.
never take any other kind of change, because I do always have a loony in my car, but I only have one, and it's for the shopping cart.
That is so true. and now that you bring that up, it brings up a great point. Why can't I get rid of all of my nickels and dimes that I have in my cup holder that I'm just waiting? I don't know what I'm storing them for, but it just gets higher and higher, and I don't spend these nickel and dimes in everywhere. Why can't I plug in 10 of them and get free air that way?
Yeah, totally.
I'll happily
I mean,
give you all of my nickels and dimes.
but I'm keeping my loony.
Yes. Another one was apps, and someone also texted in and said Microsoft Word.
Oh,
Remember
my
when you
gosh.
could actually just like make a resume and they had templates on there, and what back in the day you could just type something up, boom, free, and now it's just like, oh, do you need Excel and Word? And it's like, no, actually I just need one of them for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. But instead, and I will tell you because I'm a victim of this, I pay $8 a month to have Microsoft Word on my computer.
Gross.
I know, $8 a month. Like the software, the disk that I could have bought 15 years ago would be paid for 50 times over for the amount of months in a row I've paid $8 a month for Word.
Wow, I just come into work and use ours. A little
Well.
life hack for you can cancel.
Aren't you smart? Thanks, Sean. So we've been chatting about what used to be free, what wasn't, and I was saying that I pay $8 a month for
Yeah.
Microsoft Word on my computer, but just got a text in from Mark, thank you, who says Google Docs has Microsoft Word in it, has Excel,
yeah.
has everything that you're going to need, and it's completely free and then also stored in the
Yeah.
cloud for free. And so now I've just tried to go and cancel my subscription. Apparently I have to do it on my home computer, but I will
Right.
not pay another $8 a month. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, and it has all the side fixins, all the edits and all the stuff. Because I know, like, if you have I have a laptop PC at home and I can use WordPad for free, but that doesn't have all.
No,
that.
that's
just
awful.
that's just a watered down version, and like you can get things done, but are they like professional and efficient in that way? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but definitely Google Docs is a whole new world.
Yeah, 780-791-1037. You can text in. Jennifer also gave us a life hack here. Free air. She says that it is still a thing. So don't go paying for it because our neighbors over here, the gas station on the corner, Petrostone Creek, still has free air. And just a little heads up. We might see a lineup for that longer than the gas, like people filling up for gas.
People got to save those shopping cart loonies.
Absolutely.
I went to see the Piano Men at Keano last night.
Oh, yes. How was it? I've heard a lot about it.
It was amazing. That man can play the keys like nobody's business.
We're talking like Billy Joel.
Elton John.
Yeah.
Basically just those two, his like the repertoire from the 70s.
Right.
He could play any song, any TV show theme song from
Nice.
them. Like it was great.
Okay.
But it was also hilarious because I was a bit younger than the rest of the audience.
Being polite, probably.
Yeah, most of the folks had lived through the 70s.
Oh, okay.
And were really excited about, you know, all these TV shows and these songs. I knew about a third of the songs, maybe. But there was a gentleman sitting 2 rows behind me who was very into it. And he was yelling out not anything obscene or anything, just like, yeah, I love this song.
Giving like loud encouragement that he's doing a good job.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe it's been a couple years since he's been to like a live show and he was used to yelling at the TV or something.
Right.
Like he had so much commentary that the piano man who was playing actually like kind of was chatting with the audience at one point and said like, this is the most vocal group I've had all tour and you're my last stop.
He's like, usually I finish a song and then there's applause and then maybe some like chatter, and then during it's like I do my thing.
Yeah, during it's quiet because everybody wants to hear the song. No, this guy was stoked. And anytime he asked for like a little bit of audience participation, like call out a 70s theme show song, this guy, every single time he was the loudest. He's like, okay, all right, you like that show, okay. So he was very good at chatting with the hecklers, but I thought it was so funny how stoked this man was to be in the crowd.
Was the homie on stage, like, was he appreciative of it? What was the vibe you were getting?
Yeah, this guy was a class act.
It wasn't like rude or anything like that. He was like, yeah, I'm really crushing it up here.
Yeah. No, I think he was really enjoying it, and I think the gentleman in the crowd added quite an ambiance to the night of just like, I love this song. It was like, okay, all right.
The
I get
piano
by.
man's just gonna have a plant on all of his future shows for someone to just like yell like awesome things during the show.
Yeah, he's like, Fort McMurray really was great. I should do that everywhere.
Yeah. I had such a busy day ahead of me yesterday, but one thing got in the way, Steph.
Yeah, you were going to go, get a new battery for your car? You were going to go ask for
A lot
your
of car things,
winter
some
tire
grocery
stuff.
stuff, like just like errands that I needed to do.
And what got in the way?
Minus 24.
Oh my gosh.
I got home from my nap And when you lie down in that bed and you're just tucked in, and then you wake up and it's already starting to get dark slowly, there's only one thing to do, and it's to stay in bed and procrastinate some more.
You are kidding me. So yesterday I thought you were going to come back with tales of getting your tires back and being able to drive around town again because you could put your winter tires on and stuff like that. But you have nothing to say except you laid in bed all day?
Yeah, 100%. Ambitious Sean was fully on track yesterday morning, but procrastination Sean took over right around 11 or noon, I want to say, and boy oh boy did he win. It was magical. I don't regret anything. Like, it's minus 27 right now. It's going to be like minus 3 in a week. What is another week of procrastination in this world when I don't need to really go anywhere?
What?
Like, sure, I have summer tires on right now, but where am I driving? Nowhere.
I can't believe you. Like, most people just put it off for a day. Like, oh, I didn't get it done yesterday, but today is the day. And you're like, you know what? We'll give next week a try.
Yeah, it's the old engineer saying of work smarter and not harder. Why put my body through work through minus 20 when I could work in minus 3? It's just smarter.
You got to climatize yourself, Sean. Like, it might get warm for a day next week, but we're in it for the long haul right now. We're coming up on a couple months of this.
Again, work smarter. No.
Hey, it's Wednesday, which means it's SPCA Pet of the Week Day.
Big shout out, Pet Value Downtown, Eagle Ridge for making this happen. Misty in studio. What kind of lovely dog did you bring along? Person and dog. We got Kim
We got
in here,
Kim
so.
in. We have Coconut, one of our longer term residents.
Kim is the person, Coconut's the dog.
I think his opt to adopt has in it. If you like summer. Coconut's here all year round. So Coconut's been with us for a while. Like I was telling you guys, our staff continues to work with him. He did come in rather shy. So he's been, the dedication of Kim and all of our staff there really brought him out of his shell. He's still a little bit nervous, but you did win him over there, Sean.
It's
so
easy. It's easy. If I won over this dog in like the 7 minutes that I've met him, imagine what he could do when he's lying on your couch being your best friend when you adopt him.
Yeah, he did have a little girlfriend at the shelter, Madeline. So we posted play dates in our dog park of them playing together. So he could go home with a more calm-mannered female. He's not. He has a hard time trusting the males. So we're hoping he finds a home before Christmas.
What kind of dog do we think Coconut is?
He's definitely a husky cross. He loves being outside. When we were leaving the shelter, he looked up at Kim and he was like, "Yes, a walk time. Let's go." He's like, "I'm ready to go." He does like his walks. With the colder weather it has, keeping our dogs a little bit inside longer, shorter walks.
Yeah.
But luckily, we have those treadmills in our attic, so we'll probably be posting more videos of those over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, Coconut, he's just a nutty guy. He's like a giant puppy once he gets to know you guys. He loves to play. He'll give you kisses. Definitely a different side of Coconut than what you might see on her Alive in a little bit. Like, don't let that fool you. Even when you come and visit, he can be a little bit intimidating behind the bars. But once, he's not. He's like on your lap, kissing you. Really.
Loves the people
He loves
watch.
the window. He's been looking at the
I would say Coconut's like husky, a little bit of lab as well. Kind of like I would say like a cookies and cream color, nice little white, but then just little shades of brown all throughout the coat. That's what I would say.
He's got doe eyes. He's got these little like brown eyes when he looks into your soul. He's just like
beautiful.
"Please, kiss me."
He is so cute. Misty, what else does the SPCA have going on right now?
So I know I was talking about this weeks ago, and you guys you were shaking your heads at me, but pause that the snow is coming up.
Yeah, thank you. You ordered the snow for that event.
Luckily, it came after Halloween, though, so that's always good. So that's on the 19th here at East Village Pub. So we'll have a 50-50, a silent auction, live music. So it'll be a good night in support of the SPCA. We are looking for silent auction items, so if any businesses want to just contribute anything to it, they can reach out to us, and we would love and appreciate the support from that.
And you also have wrapping paper for sale now?
Yes, our wrapping paper fundraiser. It's the first year. It's sponsored by Printing Unlimited. You can order wrapping paper with your pet's face on it. hilarious. Like a little added bonus to your gifts, and that all the money raised from that will go to the shelter. To get the order form, all you have to do is just send me an email or just email the main reception there, and they'll forward it on, and we'll have a simple form there. And it's really cute. Like, we have it pinned to the top of our Facebook page if you want to see the layouts, but they're really cute. What other way to send out your gifts than with your pet's face on it?
Love it. Huge thanks to Misty and Kim for bringing Coconut in. Go check out our Facebook page. We're about to show you a little video of this cutie, and a big ups to Pet Value Downtown and Eagle Ridge as well for bringing us Pet of the Week every week.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.